Hello everyone, my name is KS Hazel and my registration number is 18BME1119. Our experiment name is electricity generation through speed breakers. Now I am going to talk about the introduction. During last few years, electrical energy is a basic requirement of human beings. The ratio of electrical energy needed is increasing day by day. We know that the resources for power generation are limited and this causes a energy crisis. The increasing power demand results in reducing conventional resources for power generation and increased pollutants emission. It is a need of time to think about a non-conventional energy resource which is eco-friendly to the environment. Therefore, we have to investigate a pollution-free and a renewable resource which produces electricity without any fossil fuels. We know that now the vehicle population is increasing day by day. Even one member of a family is going outside, they are taking large vehicle like cars. This results in the wastage of fuel and energy. For wasting this much energy and fuel, we have to produce some useful energy. For this only we came up with this idea. You may be thinking that we will not get much energy from this and all, but it is wrong. From one such speed breaker on a busy highway where about 100 vehicles pass through this speed breaker in 1 minute, we will be getting 1 kilowatt energy from in 1 minute. It is a non-conventional resource or renewable energy. Thank you. My friend will continue hereafter.
Hi guys, I'm going to say about the basic working principle of our project. While moving, the vehicle possesses some kinetic energy and it is being wasted. This kinetic energy can be utilized to produce power by using a special arrangement called power hum. It is an electromechanical unit. It utilizes both mechanical technologies and electrical technologies for the power generation and its storage. Power hump is a dome-like device likely to be a speed breaker. Whenever the vehicle is allowed to pass over the dome, it gets pressed downwards, then the springs are attached to the dome is compressed and the rack which is attached to the bottom of the dome moves downward in reciprocating motion. Since the rack has teeth connected to gears, there exists conversion of reciprocating motion of rack into rotatory motion of gears, but the two gears rotate in opposite directions. A flywheel is mounted on the shaft whose function is to regulate the fluctuation in the energy and to make the energy uniform, so that the shafts will rotate with certain RPM. These shafts are connected through a belt drive to the dynamos, which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy. The conversion will be proportional to the traffic density. My friends will continue the upcoming slides. Thank you.
I am Afam. I am going to talk about roller mechanism. In this mechanism, a roller is fitted in between a speed breaker and some kind of a grip is provided on the speed breaker so that when a vehicle passes over the speed breaker, it rotates the roller. This momentum of roller is used to rotate the shaft of DC generator by the help of chain drive, which is there to provide different speed ratios. As the shaft of the DC generator rotates, it produces electricity. This electricity is stored in a battery. Then the output of the battery is used to lighten the street lamps on the road. Now during that time, we do not need electricity for lighting the street lamp, so we are using control switch which is manually operated. The control switch is connected by a wire to the output of the battery. The control switch has on or off mechanism which allow the current to flow when needed. In this project, the ramp have been replaced with the specially designed roller which is directly absorb the kinetic energy of the moving vehicle and they convert them to rotational energy and thereby rotating the generator to produce the electrical power. Now my friend going to talk about the advantages.
My name is Anirith. I am going to talk about advantage of using speed breaker as power generator. It requires very simple construction method. Installation and maintenance is easier. Cost for maintenance is very low. During generation, no manual work is necessary. All year round energy is available. There is no use of fossil fuels, so it is pollution free. Next, my friend going to conclude this.
Hi, I am Abnesh. So I conclude in coming days, demand for electricity generation will be very high as it is needed for everyone. Speed breakers mechanism will prove great boon for future in electric generation. Looking at the recent condition of the electricity services in India, government focus on utilizing the non-conventional energy source for electricity generation and reducing the share of global warming. So the technique described in the paper will also contribute to the power generation nationally with some more modification in this method. In this paper, we refer different mechanism and every mechanism has its own advantage and disadvantage. Our sincere thanks to Mr. Punithavelan sir who guide us to succeed in this project. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Sawan Nair. My registration number is 18BMA1161. So here I am to explain about the mechanism that is being done in this project. There are basically two types of mechanism. The first one is rack and pinion mechanism and the other one is roller mechanism. I'm basically here to explain about the rack and pinion mechanism. So in this rack and pinion mechanism, it is a device consisting of a rectangular cross section having teeth on one side that mesh with the teeth on the small gear. The pinion may have straight teeth as in the figure or helical teeth that mesh with the teeth on the rack that are inclined to the pinion shaft axis. If the pinion rotates about the fixed axis, the rack will translate, that is, move on a straight path as shown by the arrow AB in the figure. Some automobiles have rack and pinion drives on their steering mechanism that operate in this way. If the track is fixed and the pinion is carried in bearings on the table guided on the tracks parallel to the rack, rotation of the pinion shaft will move the table parallel to the rack as shown by the arrow CD in this figure. On machine tools, the rack and pinion mechanism are used in this way to obtain rapid movements of work table. The pinion shaft is usually rotated with a hand crank. So the project is concerned with the generation of electricity from the speed breakers like the setup. The load acted upon the speed breaker setup is transmitted to the rack pinion arrangement. Here, the reciprocation motion of the speed breaker is converted in the rotatory motion using the rack and pinion mechanism. As the power is transmitted to the gear to the pinion, the speed that is available in the gear is relatively multiplied at the rotation of the pinion. This is the way how it works, and it is when we compare this mechanism to other mechanism, it has less maintenance and it is a bit cheap. So the further will be continued by my friends. Thank you.